Hey, my reactors. So, I'm on chapter 13. 1 month later. Dumbness. You will fuck anybody. You don't give a fuck what they look like. Forever. Forever drove. Forever drove her car out of the Benz dealership with the music pumping loudly. She just got it fixed. After the damage Randy had done to the bumper the night he chased her. Coconut, Rhonda, and Natasha were riding along so they could all get something to eat from Mama's Kitchen, a soul food spot in Washington, D.C. Her toe still hurt a little after being broken, but it was the first day she could really move around, so she wanted to have fun. Slow down, girl, Rhonda said from the back seat. These roads slick as shit. She rubbed her pregnant belly. This my car. I don't need no backseat drivers, she said, looking at her in the rearview mirror. Whatever. If you get into an accident, I'm suing the fuck out of your ass. Damn, I should have let that nigga suck my pussy, Coconut said while filing her nails in the passenger seat. He looked like he knew what he was doing, too. First off, what about Jake? Rhonda asked. And secondly, what dude you talking about? The one that was all up in fur face? Nah, the nigga who stepped to me when we were leaving the dealership. Coconut light skin was painted expertly with makeup. And don't worry about Jake. We've been together so long, no matter what I do, he ain't going nowhere. Girl, please, Rhonda said. That nigga wasn't even cute. She rubbed her belly. If a nigga would have come up to me and said he wanted to lick my clit, I would have punched him in the mouth. Rhonda was still a pretty dark-skinned girl with long eyelashes and doe eyes. Even being 5 months pregnant, she could run rings around her friends in the shape department. Rhonda was a black man's dream because she had just the right size titties and ass. Too bad for them she was swept up in gangster love. Coco, Coconut looked behind her and said, who cares about cute when a nigga got loot? She turned back around and fired up a blunt. You saw the nigga ride. He probably buy a new face. He probably can buy a new face if he wanted to. Bitch, you wild as shit, Rhonda laughed. You're old and you still fucking cars and purses. I ain't fucked for purses in years. I'm good. Yeah, 'cause that nigga you got, that nick, yeah, 'cause your nigga got you locked. First aid, getting off the highway to go to the restaurant a few miles away. From the moment you got with him, you been hopelessly devoted. Whatever, bitch, Rhonda laughed. Even if I wasn't taken, I still wouldn't fuck a nigga just because he got a nice ride. It ain't none of mine. In a mousy voice from the back, Natasha said, he wasn't even that bad. Everybody looked at her. The dude in the May hat, I mean, I want to fuck him. I would have fucked him too. Natasha's complexion was medium of the road. She wasn't as dark as Rhonda or as light as Ferber and Coconut, and in the crew, that made her stand out. The only thing about Natasha that fucked up her game was that she had really large titties and a flat ass. Her face was so cute that you would give her a pass until her clothes come off and everything drooped. She was known around the hood to some as the illusion. So, from the driver's seat, first said, dumbness, you will fuck anybody. You don't give a fuck what they look like, so don't even try it. Everybody laughed. Over the years, Fur became cool with Rhonda and Natasha, just as long as they didn't come between her and Coconut friendship. It was her way of keeping an eye on them. If the three of them went somewhere without her, Furber would make Coconut feel so guilty that she found herself apologizing for weeks. Before long, Fur was in the control of the friendship and she was very overprotective. In the end, despite Rhonda and Natasha knowing Coconut first, they backed off and always went to Furber before planning any group functions. That's not true, Natasha said angrily. I don't just fuck with anybody. Sure you do, dumbness. Fur continued. You got bad taste and everybody know it. Girl, you wrong as shit, Rhonda said, shaking her head. One day she gonna rise up on your ass. Shut the fuck up, Black and White, Fur retaliated. That girl know I am just playing with her. Don't you dumbness. Fur loved to antagonize to expose weakness. She was acting just like Brownie and she didn't even know it. I know you better stop calling me Black and Night before I fuck you up, Rhonda giggled. One day I'm gonna slap the shit out of you and catch you off guard. Skipping the subject first said, y'all know me and Coconut moving together, right? She looked at Rhonda and saw the sly look on her face. So y'all really gonna do it, huh? Rhonda said, live, live in holy matrimony. Don't be stupid, Coconut said. I'm just playing, but for her be acting like y'all about to get married or something. It's just an apartment. Fur was so concerned with having Coconut all to herself that she forgot about the reason she needed a roommate to begin with. That she had lost on to his death. Y'all so jealous it's crazy. Don't worry, we gonna let you come over sometimes. Why you say what? Why you say y'all? That's all I said. I didn't even say anything. Fur laughed at her until her iPhone dinged, indicating she had a text. Her eyes alternate from the road to her phone. As she sped faster to catch a light, as she fa- as she sped faster to catch the light, doing two things at once, she picked up the phone and saw it was from Randy. It has been a month since he chased her, and she was hoping he moved on with his life. Deciding to read the message the moment she saw it, her heart dropped. I saw you and your friends leaving the dealership. I started to put my hands on you, but I want you alone. I better see you by the end of the week. If I don't, next time I won't be so nice. First, slow the fuck down, Rhonda yelled. You can't text and drive at the same time. Fur was so caught off guard by the message that she snapped, thinking she was trying to tell her how to drive again. Rhonda, if you don't like my driving, you can get the fuck out my car. Bitch, you about to hit a... When Fur looked up, she saw a man walking across the street. She pressed on brakes, causing her tires to make a scratching noise and hurting her toe even more because it had snowed and the ground was wet with the car, but the car didn't stop. The man turned around only to see a car coming at him at a rapid speed. He tried to run, but the front of her Benz knocked him off his feet and sent him flying into the air. His body bounced on the hood of the car and slid to the ground. The phone, which had distracted her, dropped out of her hand and hit the floor of the car. The girls were stunned, silent, and nobody made a move. Fur was waiting for him to get up and walk away, hoping he'd be okay. Or maybe he would call for help, indicating he was still alive. Everybody okay? She asked, glancing over her friends. Everyone looked at Rhonda. She rubbed her pregnant belly and said, we good. First spent another 5 seconds looking ahead of her. You gonna go check on him, Coconut said. When she didn't answer, she spoke louder. Fur, go see if he's okay. Silence. You just hit somebody, bitch, Rhonda said. I have to check on his ass or pull the fuck off. Fur slowly exited her car and limped towards the front. Her door remained open. It was so silent outside that you could hear the clacking of her Christian boots walking on the wet ground. Standing in front, she noticed that the bands embalmed on the hood of her car was splattered with blood. When she looked at the man laying in front of her right wheel, she saw that his eyes were closed and he was not moving. Realizing that she just struck a man, she looked around for spectators. She didn't see anyone. When she believed the coast was clear, she bent down and checked his pulse. A few moments later, she hopped to the car, jumped in, and said, I didn't feel a pulse. She looked at all her friends. He's fucking dead. I don't know about you, but I ain't trying to see no police, Rhonda said. Let me see what this Benz can do, bitch. Fur backed her car up and maneuvered around the man she just hit. When he was out her way, she sped off and looked at him through her rearview mirror. Nobody said a word, and it was understood that going out to the restaurant was dead. Since Rhonda was the only one with a house in the hood, they decided to stop past her place first. Rhonda gave her a bucket and she filled it with soapy water to rinse the blood off. When she when she was done washing away her crime, they all met in Rhonda's bedroom. Natasha was on the floor, Rhonda on the bed, and Coconut and Fur was standing. I don't want to really say what doesn't need to be said, Coco started, looking at the girls. But we ain't see shit and we don't know shit, right? Natasha remained silent as she bit her nails, which were already nubs. You hear me, bitch? Coconut said, looking down at her. You good? What? She asked, looking at Fur and Coconut. I ain't saying nothing. Relax. Fur looked at Rhonda. You cool too, right? Girl, everybody in my family graduated to crime. Don't insult my gangster. Fur was partially relieved. She didn't stop to think about She didn't stop to think that everything her grandmother told her about her life, falling out of order, if her heart wasn't in the right place, was coming to a pass. And I will be back with chapter 4. And as you can do whatever you want, but I think you'll be playing yourself for Buy my reactors.